Alright, so last time you guys pretty much dealt with the capital incident there in Dugrin, where you saw some astral invaders and a dead planeswalker that you guys were sort of taking care of and investigating. You took it back, and the guild said that they would look into sort of incidents that were happening here with relations to ties to one of their other previous members named Aquarius. You guys had a month-long break where you met some familial ties to Bella before being told that there was a lich that has caused the sort of end of the world, the Armageddon here in the Miniverse. You were told of an artifact that was able to fix it, and upon arriving, you're standing on top of the turtle head, the turtle of the giant island that you are currently floating on. The turtle is the island. You guys are told by the turtle that there is an item. An item is within its shell here in the sort of front part by the neck. You walk over towards it, see a clock-shaped item, and upon grasping the item, you see time fold backwards. You see the moon start to sink, the sun start to rise, the moon sinking in a cycle of approximately 7 times, indicating you guys have been set back approximately a week before this unknown person has become a lich. And so I leave you now on the south side of the island, standing atop the turtle head off of the plateau here near Cork. And you have 1 week to sort of stop the Armageddon from occurring here. What would you guys like to do?
Um, that's a good question. I think I'm
Was
going to
there
defer
any?
to Lewis because I know Lewis went back through reading all the notes and stuff for the last week because Lewis is solid like that.
Opened up the map for you guys so you guys can see where you are. And just to recall, it takes approximately 2 days to get from Cork to Enstricka. It takes about a day and a half or so to get to Dugrin. Or you can try to cut through the trees and maybe cut it down to a day, depending on your guys' travel speed and likeliness of running into anything.
So where's this person we gotta kill?
You don't know who it is currently. It's part of the mystery. You might have some ideas. All you know is someone became a lich. He or she.
Well, I say we start in Cork. Do we see anything strange? Don't move to the next town. One of the towns is gonna have something strange going on. We just gotta find it. So I say since we're
So
near Cork, go there first.
makes sense. Let's see. Okay, so last time we were basically in the capital, right? If I'm correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which is on the far west side.
Yep.
You guys are investigating the seaside cave, and that's where you saw Malexin, the fallen planeswalker, and the portal that was opened up to the astral sea. You guys closed the portal and recovered the body of the planeswalker before making your way back to the Spelljammer Hall.
According to the timetable, it's been like a few weeks since we found that the captain's brother, Malexin, right?
It's been approximately 3 weeks at this point. Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to remind you all that you all have everything at your disposal from your previous notes and anything that you've written down because everything I've told you has been in character. So, and if you need help recalling events, you can ask me as we go on.
Right now I'm going with how Garrett's feeling, like looking at this Planestar amulet. And I'd be like, yeah, I think it's Aquarius. He might have killed Malexin and became a lich.
I'll go off your hunch. Where would we find this person at?
That's the question. Um,
Would
he
they
might
be in
not.
the capital?
If it was Aquarius, it took the 2 swapped amulets with Malexin, and he would have been at the capital at that point. But that was like 3 weeks ago.
No, he could have hightailed it out of there. I say we go off your theory and we start at Cork and we just do some nibbing around, poking around, see if we see anything, any wanted posters, any rumors, anything like that. See if we hear anything, and we give it maybe like an hour, 2, 3, or something. If we don't hear anything, we go off to the next village.
Yeah. And there are other suspects. So there's a wizard guy we bought before. It does some crazy mind messery. It was terrible.
What about those? I know this is a little far-fetched, but those bandits. 'Cause that was the last battle I recall, because I had to take a trip, Mr. Edward Kedway. I had to take a small detour of a trip. So, could it be any of those bandits? The ones that we decided to save and let go. And they went to Cork, I believe. Could it be
That's
them?
true. The bandits are closer, so if there is anyone that knows something or is the Lich, then yeah, they could be here.
Mm-hmm. I say we just go to Cork and let's just see what we see. That's what I say we do first. Hey, everyone in agreement on that?
Yep, sounds good.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Just don't kill anybody.
Okay. So you guys are going to climb off of your turtle head here and hike back up some of the shell onto the plateau and make your way over towards Cork.
Mm-hmm.
The turtle will turn his large head towards you and pause in his base for a moment. It kind of stops and shakes your feet, or shakes the ground beneath your feet because you're standing on him. By the sudden stopping, a sensation that you have all grown familiar to now, and seeing it as why it's being caused is a little bit more like, oh, it makes sense. As the turtle kind of stops, you feel that shunting, and he will turn his head and look at you all and say, "Best of luck. And thank you, the heroes of our world."
You're very welcome.
And he'll turn his head back and start to swim through the water again. So you guys climb up fairly easy enough. You gotta hike up a little bit and climb over the shell and back onto the plateau. You see there's no sandy beaches around this area. It's kind of like a high, more mountainous side because you're on the ridge of the shell. And make your way back over towards Cork, where at the last you recall is you sent some of the members of the Snarling Boar this way. Which that was a fair couple weeks ago now. So as you get to the town, it looks quiet and quaint as it had previously laid. Let me open up the pictures of the town as we go to. So you all have, actually, I don't have a picture of this one. That was the quote for the town. So you guys make your way into this quaint and quiet town that is a little larger than some of the other ones in this area. You guys see some people moving about, drinking, going as if nothing has currently happened in the town. It seems like normal, like just a day's business, you know.
Does it seem too normal?
No, it just seems quiet for this town here. They're not very technically advanced, so it's just kind of slow. They're going through the motions, getting work done, and settling down with some meals and some ale for the rest of the evening.
Well, in this town, I would just like to go sort of walk around, listen in on people's conversations, look for any wanted posters or any notice boards or anything like that. Just see if there's anything of interest about this Lich that we're looking for.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check or an investigation, your pick.
Okay. Give me a second. That's under, is it the abilities?
It would be skills tab.
Skills, that's it, thank you. You said perception or what?
Investigation, your pick.
Perception is, that's +4. Investigation's not working.
And they can yield different information. Because investigation is actively searching and perception's just glancing and kind of seeing things. So as you look around, you notice there doesn't seem to be any wanted posters apart from the group of people that might have killed some children in the treehouse up north. They have notes put out of saying these group of people came and now all the children are dead. But it doesn't have any pictures or detailings of you guys. Just has lots of notes on that.
Was that in Cork with their treehouse, or I thought that was Mayberry?
That was in Cork.
That was in Cork, where the children and the grandma were.
Yeah, that's where I disguised myself as a kid and.
Okay.
Well, based off me not finding anything, I say it's a half day to the Treefall Village. So I say, what time of the day is it? Is it midday?
It should be morning time.
Then I say, let's try to go to the Treefall Village. If we don't see anything there, we go to the next village and we sort of camp out there for the evening.
Actually, I'm thinking if the treehouse is still there, at least the ruins of it, I think we can.
Yeah, we could do that.
I want to investigate there.
Alright, then let's go there. That's a good thought.
Alrighty. So you guys head yourself northways a little bit into the forest where you found the treehouse. You will see the treehouse is ransacked. It's kind of been run through. The bodies are still there where you left them. They are no longer decaying. And strangely enough, some of the bodies are sitting in an upright position against the wall. Almost like somebody was possibly interrogating them.
Ooh,
Speaking with the dead.
that could be a Lich. Can we investigate any of the bodies or the area nearby to see if anything was left behind? There's always something left at a crime scene.
Give me an crime scene you guys committed. An investigation check, please.
We're investigating ourselves.
Yeah, I'll also help investigate.
It was self-defense.
Oh,
It was self-defense.
do I have to do it or can someone else do it? I haven't mind.
You have to do it. You asked.
Yep.
Alright, I'll also help and roll investigation.
Okay.
Oops, I don't know why.
It's okay. You're looking around, and both you, Edward, Kenway, and Garrett, you're not seeing anything that stands out immediately. You notice that the mindworms are no longer there. However, you do note it's not just the kids. You also head into the room where you had previously fought the grandma, and she is also sort of sitting up against the wall.
So someone was definitely here.
And someone that I would say Garrett could probably presume it's someone that was not familiar with these people, because if they were, they probably would have respected them and buried them. Whoever was here for answers or here for information.
Would this Lich do necromancy?
Liches do typically do necromancy because it is an undead wizard. I would assume you would know.
Interesting.
But you know they are not a Lich yet.
Okay. So, So
The Lich
this
being a
means
fairy
it
tale
sounds like they've
superpower.
definitely been here. So it definitely feels like they've been here. The question is, it matters how long ago. Can we, is there any evidence we can tell on how long or when those bodies were touched or anything like that?
Give me a medicine check.
Medicine check.
You're looking at the depressions of the skin and seeing how long ago it might have been.
Oh shit, I'm rolling shit tonight. Oh, frickin'.
So Edgar, you can tell it's roughly been probably about a week or two since these were last moved.
Hmm.
It's back to
When we were last here, does anyone recall anything of importance that may have been on the granny or that the main mindworm kid, I forget what his name was or her name was, if it was he or she, because maybe they, even though they tried to speak to them, maybe they're looking for something that they need to take. Is there something missing? One thing of any of importance that they had? Because look, well, they said the mind worms are gone. Maybe they took the mind worms, necromancy,
No,
making
no,
another
we
army.
killed the mind worms.
Oh, that's right, we did do that.
And did it feel like Garrett's like, yeah, I think we got all of them.
Did we get all of them? Did we though?
Yeah, especially Jeffries was the biggest, one of the bigger ones.
True. But they are worms, and this is a treehouse. Could they still theoretically be here? I don't know. I don't know. Like you think about because you're the way you are, you're halfling. You can hide very easily. Maybe one of them was a worm. It could have hid from us. We never saw it. Maybe they're trying to find another worm. I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of as an idea. I'm probably going a little far fetched here, but I'm not sure what else to think. Edgar, you're a little quiet. What are your thoughts?
Well, obviously they're looking for something. The worm.
I think, yeah, maybe that could be it. They could have woke Granny up, or any of those kids, and be like, "Where'd you get these worms from?" Or if it was Granny who gave them the worms, who gave them to Granny? Maybe that's what they're
They were
doing.
trying to figure out how they got into this universe.
Yeah, that could be it.
I think
Now, is
that
anyone?
is going back to court.
Do you think we can wake up Granny at all? Anyone?
I don't.
And ask? I don't know necromancy. Edgar, do you know necromancy?
I don't have to speak with that.
Yet.
Well, what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to stay here, do some more searching, or do you want to move on to the next town? Because this is like a week old at this point, and
What?
whoever's here is long gone at this point. Or
Okay,
are they long gone?
Well, okay, so let's back up a second. We have traveled basically a week backwards in time. We've got the dead hag and the dead kids, and we're trying to find who turned into a lich. So,
Who's
all
going to
right,
become a
so
Lich, essentially.
Yeah, or who's going to become a Lich at the end of this week. So, one of the questions that we had from last week's session that may tie into this is who was Maleficent's companions, and did they get the correct portal open? Because there was a portal to the Astral Sea that was open, but we don't know if that was the correct portal that they were trying to open. And so now we're got somebody speaking with the dead, and we're trying to figure out if they took anything of value. And the most powerful person that's dead in this room is the hag. So how does a hag figure into opening portals and getting somebody turned into a lich?
Can we check her house?
You can certainly try to. You kind of have an idea where it is already because of the first time you were here. You were told that she lives on the north side of town. So you can certainly do that if you would like.
Because she might have something there. We can see if her house has been sort of ransacked.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you've got a hag and you're going to search the hag's home, what would be of value to somebody that's trying to become a lich?
Necromancy 101.
You guys also know that she wasn't originally a hag. She was an old lady that got converted into a hag through the mind slugs.
So maybe she has something there.
Maybe.
I say let's go to her house and let's just see if there's anything intriguing.
Okay. I think that'll give us a direction.
I would like to go a different path on my own. Same place.
With the party.
Orc.
Okay.
I just want to go try to find Jonathan.
Okay. You want, or Jeff, where the heck? I had Vinny's notes open because he had the name written down. It was Jonathan, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jonathan
It
was
started
the
with
drunk.
a J. Yeah, Jonathan was the drunk guy.
But wasn't he
Right?
in the
No. No.
town with the tree?
You're thinking of the wrong town there too, Lewis.
You got a cat out there on the patio.
You're talking about the 3 members of the Snarling Boar you sent down here, right, Edgar?
Sir.
Yeah, I wanted to
That
investigate
would
those guys
be
too.
Jeffrey and his group of bandits.
Oh, why don't Garrett and Edgar go find them? Me and Cordell will go to Granny's house. And then we all meet up in the town later.
So it's up to you guys. If that's what you would like to do, you can certainly do that.
Where do you want to go, Garrett?
Yeah, let's investigate the Snarling Board, and it makes sense because I knew the guy who stole the dagger.
Okay.
Alright, Cordell, let's go to Granny's house.
Okay, off to Grandma's house we go.
And I'm like, hey, if we go to combat, find a guy, don't engage, just run.
Garrett, what dagger are you questioning about? Are you talking about the refined dagger you have?
No, the ceremonial dagger that remember
that was from Halaban. Halaban had that dagger that you had.
Yeah, but wasn't that guy like a member of the Snarling Boar or like had connections?
He was. That is correct. He had a member tattoo.
Yeah.
You have not seen Halaban recently,
or
where he might be.
Yeah.
But so you guys are gonna split your ties here. Cordell and Edgar are gonna go check out Granny's house, Grandma Grendel Gittlewell, and Garrett and Edgar. Where are you going to check out? Excuse me, it was Cordell and Edward. But Edgar and Garrett, where are you going to look for Jeffrey?
Probably the pub.
So you will go check out the Night's Rest.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start with Grandma Gittlewell, because that is on the way and it's the closest one. So as you all step outside, you notice for being the morning, it's significantly dark and purple outside. And you kind of are looking around, you look up into the sky, and you see a bright purple moon. And sort of imprinted next to this moon is the shape and figure of a dragon. This, let me see here where it is, because I actually have a picture of this one that I made. You all see the moon called Tiamat's Eye. All dragons deal double damage and have advantage on attack rolls.
Wonderful. So not too tough with the dragon today.
The one person we need.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing the bad guy's a dragon.
Would a dragonborn also get the power up?
They do not.
If we had a dragonborn, can they say Fushoda?
They could if they want.
Yeah.
So, Edward and Cordell, you go investigate Grandma Gittle's house here on the far north side of the town. As you open the door, you sense that it is laid empty for some time. We're talking a month plus. However, one of the first things you note is there does look like there was a struggle here within the house. You can see chairs and stuff turned over in the middle of the room. Some cushions and vases turned over and fell and hit the floor. Something definitely went down here.
Yeah.
But it since seems like it has been quiet and nothing touched since then.
So either someone was looking for something or there was a fight. Alright, can I just do like a general search to see if I see anything out of the ordinary?
Give me an investigation check.
Yeah, I'm going to give you one too for my effort.
So you guys are looking around, and Cordell, you start to try to grasp what the struggle was, and you can see it looks to be smaller fist marks in places and claws, and then you see like a psionic force burn on the wall. And so it kind of leads you to believe that this grandma got attacked by the mind slugs, or one of the kids being controlled by the mind slugs before she got infected, essentially.
So, whoever this person was, or this person's becoming Lich, probably didn't come here.
Most likely not, based off the information you found.
Okay. Right. Is there any gold here that we can take?
Looking through the house doesn't seem to be void of anything of value, except maybe an art piece worth 5 silver pieces.
Alright, I'll save it.
You're like, I don't value the art.
Well, I'm trying not to metagame here, but what Cordell is wondering, I just don't know how much experience Cordell would have with liches, so I don't know if a question about a phylactery would be appropriate. I mean, I know it as a player, but I don't know if Cordell would know that.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
We let the dice decide.
Okay.
I think you would have heard tell of a Lich having a phylactery, and that it sort of prevents them from dying. But you also are not currently fighting a Lich.
Right.
So I don't think you'd believe that there is one currently, because there is no Lich, you know?
Well,
You're sort of catching it before they could create a phylactery, because they haven't even done the ritual yet to become a Lich.
right. So that was where I was going with the question was if Cordell could put the pieces of the puzzle together enough to be able to maybe get an idea of what could be used as a phylactery in here, since he knows that the Lich is not yet created. Does that make sense?
In here, nothing.
Okay.
A phylactery is normally something that is like a high gold value. It stands out. It's shiny to prevent it from being easily hidden.
Okay.
It's your genie's lamp, essentially.
Right. Okay, so the other thing Cordell is interested in is, and I'm not playing the right character for this, but um, what about anything that could possibly be used to open a portal?
In this house, I
Yes.
don't think you'd find anything of material components or of magical component.
Okay.
It's very simple, and it's a lot of it has since seen dust. So you know it's not magical because it is dirty, effectively.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna noodle on the rest of this, and I'll let John ask the questions that he wants to ask.
Uh,
Okay.
the question I have, and this is for you, Cordell.
Okay.
While I was on my travels, many, many ship travels, um, any interesting, think of this way. Did you guys see anyone out of the ordinary? Like you would think would be like a little cuckoo in the mind, just slightly. That maybe
Well,
was good with potions or portals, books, staffs, magic, anything.
it's funny you should mention that because that's what I was gonna sit here and noodle on since I was a bad D&D player and I didn't go back and listen to any of the sessions. I'm just kind of playing off
Yeah.
memory. But we've got the one wizard dude who created the illusion of the wizard tower. He is the one person that comes to my mind that fits the best profile for wanting to become a lich. He's got the power, he's got the understanding, and he's got the material components and the wherewithal to be able to pull it off.
Where would he be found?
I don't remember. We need Edgar and Garrett.
Garrett. Alright, so
His,
I say if there's nothing here in Granny South, let's go find Eric and Garrett, Edgar and Garrett, see if they found anything of use. If they have not, well, let's still talk to them about the wizard no matter what. Get their
okay.
thoughts and opinion, and then maybe they remember where it's at, and we can maybe go hunting.
Yeah, because it was the dude that had the tower, that had the ability to create the illusion of the tower. Um, but I don't remember us killing him. I remember we saved the guard, and this dude had the big fireball blast behind his property.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay.
Well, I say let's just go find them. A
Okay.
quick question out of character. I don't
Okay.
know if this is
Mm-hmm.
possible, but if you remember any Assassin's Creed games, you remember when you're like gonna go take down a fortress and you have your eagle eye vision?
You have a telescope.
That's all I'm gonna get, is a telescope.
You need to buy a telescope.
Okay, I was just seeing like,
Or a spyglass. A
or
spyglass exists in D&D.
okay, I
Maybe
was just seeing if
steal it.
there's
Just
any eagle eye.
They actually do have the eyes of the eagle, which is a mask that helps you see better.
Okay, interesting. Okay, that was just my question. It popped up in my mind.
Gotcha. Well, we'll jump over to Garrett and Edgar, who are entering into the night's rest here, which is run by Maybelle Morrow Gale. And as you guys come in, you see a very familiar group of three individuals sitting at the bar, sort of laughing and chugging ale. And as soon as the door closes, you can feel like the wind that was entering in behind you cease. And they go from immediately laughing to they turn around and look and see who it is, and then you see them nervously turn back towards their beer and start drinking.
Did Jeffrey?
It is Jeffrey and his gang of two friends.
Yeah, I assume he clearly saw us, so I'm just gonna, walk to him.
Yeah, he's currently he's deep into a sip of his beer right now, and he knows you're there, and he's trying to pretend he doesn't see you, And he's trying not to pay attention. He's like, glug, 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 glug. This is some good ale, guys. This is real good. Oh, love it down here.
I'm like, hey there, Jeffrey.
Whoa, 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 whoa. And he turns and he looks around, and he doesn't look down. He's like, oh, I think I'm hearing things, guys. And he goes back to drinking.
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump up on the counter. Like, I assume he's like on the counters.
Yeah, he's sitting at like a bar stool
Yeah.
at the counter.
Yeah, I just jump up to the bar stool. I'm like, yo, Jeffrey, it's me, Garrett.
Have I seen you somewhere?
Yeah, don't you remember?
I need another beer, Miss Miss Marrowgale. I need a beer, please. And she's like, coming right up, and she runs and grabs a beer. I don't believe your face looks familiar, or your height.
Come on, you gotta remember, man.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Right, boys? And then his boys are like, yeah, I don't remember.
In that group is I try to remember the guy's name who had the dagger.
Well, you're trying to remember Halaban, who had the ceremonial
Halaban.
dagger. He wasn't in this group originally.
Yeah, it seems like he was kind of by himself. His own thing. Did we see the caravan anywhere in town? Like, because I'm sure Garrett would remember.
You didn't see the wagon anywhere.
Okay.
But Jeffrey's just like, so how about them seagulls? And they're like, yeah, seagulls is good this time of year. They're trying to make like random conversation, but like really awkward random conversation.
Do I recognize there like any thieves can or any?
No thieves can't. They just seem like they're trying not to deal with you, because they very much know who you are, but they just don't want to deal with it. They're like, and they're being dumb about it because they're not very intelligent people.
And I'm like I'm gonna try to write I'm gonna try to leave like a message in thieves can't. They can see. And I'm like, oh,
What do you write?
And so while I'm writing, I'm like, come on, guys, don't be some party poopers. And I'm writing. Did you go into the treehouse?
I
want to see their reactions.
It takes Jeffrey like a minute to read it. He's just kind of like trying to figure it out, and he's like, "What tree house?"
And I'm like writing the treehouse in Cork.
You built the tree house?
And I'm like, gonna get confused. No, it's a granny and some kids who built it.
Did you play with them or something? You look like a child yourself. I didn't see no tree house. That's great that you did, though. That's quite a feat. I never built a tree house personally, boys. My dad never did either.
Do I believe
treehouse.
Jeffrey? But he's never been
Go
there.
ahead, give me an insight check.
Okay.
As you're kind of looking him over.
I'm gonna roll.
He seems like he's telling the truth. Oh.
Or do I know for sure? Like.
I mean, you sort of get the same read regardless, but.
Okay.
It's hard to tell between a success and a failure of an insight.
Because I guess I can try my ability.
You can if you would like.
Yeah. And the thing is that I only consume the dice if it actually helps. If it doesn't.
It's higher.
If it doesn't, then I just
Keep it. Save it for another rainy day.
All right, Sonic dice 36. Be a 13.
He's like, you still get the similar read.
Hmm.
He doesn't seem to know about a treehouse. He seems more tied up in the fact that he never had a treehouse as a kid, and his dad never built him a treehouse, even though he asked. He's like, my dad never built me a treehouse, and I wanted one so bad as a kid.
And that sucks, man. Sadly, I wouldn't go in that treehouse.
Fair enough. I think I'm too old
Only-
for a treehouse anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say only. I'm like, yeah, only someone looking for surprises would go into that treehouse.
I hear you.
And
And then he turns to his buddies. He says, "Don't go in the treehouse. You'll die." He turns sick, and they're like, "Got it, got it, got it."
so, do I gauge any strange reactions from the other people on the table?
They don't seem to have any idea about the treehouse either.
Okay.
They're like posse fanboys to Jeffrey.
Alright. And do I get any sense of them like having any sort of like magical understanding?
You look at the one guy, and as you're looking at him, he's kind of like, he's drinking his beer with one hand, and he's picking his nose with the other one. And then you look at him, he flicks it. And then the other guy's like scratching his head and his ass at the same time. These two do not look like they're magically inclined.
Alright.
Brett liked that one.
Yes, I did. These two are definitely not pointy heads.
No, not at all. These two are lucky they still have a brain.
I could tell.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, I see. All right, Jeffrey, I believe you. You're fine.
You're fine too, man. You're quite a handsome little fellow.
And I'm like, is the bartender there?
Yeah, you would see Mabel walking back and forth. She gets a couple beers and sets it down for their crew. And she'll turn to you. Hey.
Oh, there, get us all some beers.
Oh, perfect. Be on your tab.
Yeah.
Okay. She runs back and comes back, and she'll be like, "That is 5 copper pieces."
Yeah, I'll just throw a silver piece I got, and this should cover everyone.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I basically bought beers for myself and the other bandit crew, including Jeffrey.
And probably more.
Probably
if need
more.
be. I think during that time, probably Cordell and Edward would come in and join you guys, because it's not too far from the house. So.
And we go
You guys
in
are-
and we ask them their thoughts and what they found out. Then we tell them Cordell's idea about the wizard. What else?
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, they didn't do it.
You don't think the wizard did it? Oh.
No, the bandits.
bandits.
I didn't do what?
Don't worry about it. Enjoy the beer, Jeffrey.
You're dealing with
Oh,
bandits.
thanks. Cheese.
I thought you were dealing with some hookers.
Oh, excuse me. You have to pay for this. And I'm talking with a fine dining experience, boys.
So he likes the expensive hookers.
Dude, I'm an escort.
Oh yeah, and I'm like, Jeffrey, if you see any anything weird in town, be sure to let us know.
I will try to let you know. And as he's saying that, he's like shaking his head no, because he's like, how the fudge am I gonna let you know? I'll keep an eye out. That's the best I can do.
Yeah, I'd
we
say
greatly
Going-
appreciate it.
yeah, it's gonna be tough. I'd say just pay attention, anything weird, and if we see each other, you can let us know. If not, then just be cautious.
Can do. Can do. He turns and looks at the rest of you. Is there anything else we can do for you boys?
Do you know of any wizards nearby?
Hold on, let me, I need to roll for this. Oh, boy. I only heard tales that there was a wizard that lived in Mayberry, but he left. I can't remember his name.
Brett, do you?
I can't remember.
Cordell, I mean, I should say. Do you remember what the wizard's name was?
That lived in Mayberry?
We're looking
I can't
for a
remember.
specific one. Maybe the one we're looking for's name matches you, or you might.
Is it a Manstro?
That doesn't sound like it. His house should be there in Mayberry still. It was on the far east side of town.
Discord didn't like me saying if Benny was here. It kicked me out.
Yeah, the wizard used to live in a house on the east side of Mayberry.
Oh, I guess. Next stop, we take the shortcut through the woods and go to Mayberry.
Also,
Like.
yeah, I'm trying to think. There's also a tree fell.
There's a
You go,
what?
there's Tree Fell Village, which had the big tree and a crazy forest tree lady.
We can stop there. We can go there first, and then if we don't find anything interesting, we camp out there for the evening. We go to Mayberry afterwards. Do something like that, possibly. Because I'm assuming it's about midday now. Would I be correct?
No, it's still probably early morning. Probably about 8, pushing maybe 8 or 9.
Oh shit! Never mind. We can go.
It didn't take you all that long.
Let's go to the tree fell, and then if we don't see anything interesting there, we'll go to Mayberry and we'll camp out there for the evening.
Yeah, sounds
I'm
good.
going
with that.
Alright.
approach Jeffrey.
Yeah, what you want, man?
You remember me, right?
Yes, of course.
Are you still looking to help the people?
I'm looking to help everyone.
Then we need your help.
With what?
Have there been any suspicious, or just, individuals that have come into this town in the past week? Besides us.
Into the town, he would say no. That he knows of in the town. I haven't seen anything in particular in the past week.
Or if anybody's come across anybody, or anybody here in the town has come across anybody else.
Not that I've heard. It's been pretty quiet around here, honestly.
Is there any caravans that come through this town?
Oh yeah, Haliban comes through occasionally. And there is one other individual that is a traveling merchant that comes down here that's pretty prominent. And his name is Travis.
Oh, that's right.
And Travis,
Because if you think about something, caravans are always on the move. They see and hear a lot of shit.
They'll also tend to be a little bit quicker to get between cities. If you're on the highway, you take a caravan, you get there in a little bit less time than normal.
Do you know if there's any caravans here now?
Oh man, I bet Travis is probably on the road right now. You might be able to catch him before he sets off the tree fill.
Let's go find him first before we go off the truth.
Okay. So you guys are gonna leave Jeffrey and the crew here to drink their day drinking issues and
Yeah.
try to find Travis,
Yep.
the traveling merchant.
I have a proposition.
What is it?
Jeffrey.
Oi, yeah.
If I was able to give you higher calling, would you take it?
He kind of stares blankly at you for a second. I think it depends.
I was able to grant you a connection with my patron.
I have 2 questions to follow to that.
Okay.
Does it give me money? Does it give me women? And third question, because I thought of another one. Does it give me power?
I would say it could.
Women and
It
power.
depends on how you use it.
Where's the paperwork? I'm signing up.
Okay. I'll pull out one of my parchments. And this is gonna sound weird, Jeffrey.
You know, I sold my kidney once, and I got it back. But then I sold it again. When I... oh, I've been through time!
Alright, so I'm gonna pull out my emblem and say, well, this one requires a blood pact.
This sounds metal.
So all you have to do is use your blood on this emblem and I guess sign your life. I don't know if it's life. Just agreement on this parchment. And then you should
He
be granted
immediately...
access.
He pulls out his big great sword and like slices his finger, and he just like, done.
So
Alright, where's my powers?
that is
Praise Jeebus.
I don't think it's Jesus.
Jeebus! It's Jeebus!
Oh, sorry, I don't think it's Jeebus either.
Blood Jeebus.
No.
Praise Blood Jeebus. And as soon as he says that, you see you experience the effect of a guidance spell. And you feel a little bit more like in tune for a moment. Praise Jeebus. Blood Jeebus.
Is he able to connect with him?
Yeah, you are currently under the effect of his guidance spell. And his new god that he refers to as Blood Jeebus.
Okay. How do you feel, Jeffrey?
I feel powerful. I feel like at this rate I could become a lich.
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Wait a second.
That would be 5-head if I did that. Like I knew you guys were gonna do
How
that.
did he know about being a lich? Well, we never said that.
A lich is like a folktale bad guy, you know, like.
Okay.
So did he
You've-
really
you've
say
heard
it,
of
or are
it.
you just yanking our chain there, Pat?
No, he really said it, but
Oh, he
he's
really
just.
said it.
I'm also totally yanking your chain.
Oh, okay. Nah, I was making sure.
In character, yanking your chain.
Okay.
He's like, ugh, I wish I could have another beer. Blood Jeebus, give me another beer. It's not working.
I don't know.
Maybell, Blood Jesus. And then a beer comes. It works.
See? Good get.
I'm,
Thank you, Edgar Blood Jeebus.
Books.
I'm gonna go find Travis. If anyone wants to follow.
Same.
Sure. I'll follow.
Okay. Edgar, are you going to follow, or would you like to retain here?
Does this guidance do anything right now?
You have it for a minute or 10 minutes, however long guidance is.
Alright, then I'll try to contact my patron.
Okay, how so?
I don't know. I don't know how powerful he is.
Just through prayer?
Yeah.
Give me a religion check.
Prayer.
And you do, it's for 1 minute.
I'll also use my blood at that.
Okay.
That was.
So, you try to reach out. You don't hear anything, but you feel like a weight on your shoulders kind of get lifted a little bit. You feel internally better in how most religion works, honestly. When you're like, oh yeah, I help better the world through something I believe in. You feel better, you're internally. But also you're not sure if it's a part of the deed that you've done, or if it's actually a spiritual lightening of yourself.
Right, and I just got my first follower. Oh, follow Travis.
Praise Blood Jeebus, have a good day, Edgar.
You too. Jeffrey.
He's like holding up the like hey dude symbol, like the thumb and the pointer and the pinky. He's just like, yeah, rock on, Blood Jeebus. And you guys leave the Night's Rest and head towards the east side of the town, where it is still earlier in the morning, and you would see Travis starting to saddle up his carriage. He looks like he had just woken up and he came down here, and he's been sort of prepping for a day's travel. He turns and looks at you all. Hello again. It's been a minute since I've seen you all.
Trying to remember when's the last time we saw Travis.
The last,
Oh boy,
out of
it's
character.
been about a month now.
I was going to say out of character. The last time we saw Travis was when you stole that ceremonial dagger from me.
That was actually from the other guy.
That's
it
Haliban
was
with
the other
the
guy.
dagger.
Oh,
Yeah, that was session 2.
Oh,
You met him session 3.
okay. So I'm totally wrong about that. My bad. All right. Rock on.
Yeah, he was giving you the lay of town to Cork before he actually set up the Gataway Village the first time. So he travels all along the kingdom pretty much with his trade. But he's like, hey, well, it's been about a month since I've seen you guys. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going. So Travis is he part of the Snorting Board?
Travis is not a member of the Snarling Boar. He is just a traveling merchant.
Okay. And as far as I'm aware, he doesn't really he doesn't sell stuff for surprise parties.
You don't see any symbol or anything that would elude that.
Okay.
So you're not sure, and it's also a risky thing normally to just ask, hey, do you sell illegal things? To someone that doesn't sell illegal things.
Yeah, so I just look at his wagon, just quickly I don't see anything, and I'm like, so any luck selling some merch?
Oh, it's been great actually. I actually just got back from a trip yesterday to Instricka. It takes me about a day to get up there by horse, because I'm actually delivering these goods straight to Instricka, and then I'll be headed back down here afterwards. So if you guys are headed that way, I don't mind extra people piling in the wagon. I'll be there by tonight, I'd say, to Instricka.
Are you sure we won't be in the way?
No, things have been pretty great recently, actually. I've been supporting the town up there with a lot of material from down here. Because last I heard, there was a wizard guy or something that was up there. And he's no longer in the picture, from what I understand. So they've been needing a little bit more help up there to establish some of the town.
I think we'd love a ride.
Perfect. So, if you guys want to bundle in, it should probably be a 7 to 8 hour ride up there to Instricka. Just enjoy it. Also, were you guys looking for goods to buy or something like that? Or I just kind of assumed that you guys were heading the same direction I was. Didn't stop to think you maybe actually might want something.
Do we have to stop and look at the inventory? Or can you like tell us on the way?
Oh, I of course I can tell you if you're heading that way. It's personally up to you, though.
Maybe find some.
You kind of look through his stock. He has a lot of timber. He has a few metal things, not weapons, just like material. He has a lot of rope, rations, and food. He seems like he's transporting more so goods to build up a town, more so than it is to sell in like a general store. But this is the part where I'm going to let you guys know. He is going to go on the route, and he will instruct you. I'm going to be going through Treefell Village to Waterway to Gataway to Instricka. It takes about 2 hours by horse to get to each of the sort of villages. So if you need to hop off at any time, feel free. In case you guys didn't want to go to Instricka, you could hop off at any of the villages.
Right.
So,
And I'm like, Korg, it's not Korg,
Travis.
name Travis.
yeah.
How long you been in Gork?
Oh, well, I kind of just live on the road at this point. And settle in occasionally in the night's rest for a night's rest. And, I'm just working. But things are going good.
How long you were here?
Been here? Well, I don't really stay here. I just stayed one night because I've been going back and forth repetitively every day to Instricka. So,
Do I believe him?
give me an insight check. Yeah, you believe him. Yeah, he seems to continue on. He's like, yeah, I've been staying here in Cork for one night, and then I take the trip up to Instricka to deliver things, and I sleep in the Bar and Barrel with Marius, and then I head back down here. Rinse and repeat.
Do we
So
feel
very
that's like do we feel like by horse he can actually pull that off?
yeah, in a day, yeah, for sure, because you guys can walk there in two, and the horse is effectively double speed of you guys.
And I'm like also have you heard of about the treehouse in Cork?
And what about the treehouse? I heard that's what the children were building with Grandma Gittawell. What about it?
Asking have you been there before?
Oh, I can't. I haven't been far too busy. I actually haven't been up that way. No. Is it worth checking out?
No, it's not. It's not great. Do I believe him that he didn't go to that treehouse?
Give me an insight check.
I'm gonna.
He seems like he's. Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna use the.
The flash of insight.
Yeah.
You get the feeling that he hasn't been there, and as you're kind of looking him over, getting a gauge on it, you can kind of see he has like this tiredness in his eyes. Seemingly, he probably doesn't have the time. He's been back and forth so busily that he honestly doesn't have the time to go venture up there towards it.
I'm like, all right then, let's hit the road.
All right then. Hey, are you guys actually going to Instricka, or do you want me to drop you off along the way at any of the places?
How long you plan to stay in each spot?
Oh, I'm just cutting through straight to Instricka, but if you guys need to stop somewhere, I don't mind letting you out real quick. It doesn't take more than a couple moments.
Yeah, I think we can make a few quick stops where it's looking around, and then we can regroup real quick and continue on the journey.
He's more so talking about he'll stop and let you out on the road up there. Mm-hmm. And that is the place you were going to be. Or you can watch as you go through the town, essentially. You can kind of keep your eyes out for something that you see.
Yeah.
You either do a drive-by or you get out to explore.
Okay. Okay, so it won't be like a cruise ship where it can wait for us for a bit and then go. It's either we look
He
at
is
it.
not dry docking on the towns, no.
He's like dropping a foot child at school.
Yeah, he's dropping his kids off at school and continuing on his work.
Alright, so I'm like gonna huddle up with the rest of the group, and I'm like, so what's the plan? Do we just go straight to Intriska or just go to Treefell?
I think we can go in. It's the furthest. And then we can just hit the other place back down.
Yeah, I agree. Alright, I think we're gonna tag along to Intriska.
To Instricka?
Instricka.
Okay. So as you guys are rolling by, this is going to be a general perception check. And I'll give you the play-by-play of what you would see through each of the towns, since you guys are going to go straight to Instricka, essentially. Unless you guys change your mind and would like to hop off as we go,
Yeah.
based off of what you see.
Ugh.
Sound good?
Yeah, just have a couple questions.
Sounds like a plan.
Go for it.
Travis,
So go ahead and give me a perception check too, and then we'll do the questions. This will kind of be as you're riding.
Like road trip.
Rod.
Edward.
You see nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You see nothing.
Yeah, didn't see it at all.
Did that only clear client side, by the way?
It cleared
It certainly
all
cleared
sides.
it for me.
Oh, okay.
Well, we got him, boys.
We got him. Wow. Okay. Well, let's keep it going. So, what's your questions, Edgar?
Are you're you're familiar with the people?
I fucking hate this thing. It should have rolled it in the tower if I did that automatically. That's some crap.
Well, are you familiar with the people in each town?
God, I'm not that familiar with any of the particular people unless they're like the well-known individuals of the town. Do you have any town in particular?
No.
Well, this just went from no one knows who it is to now you know who it is, but you don't know where the heck they are.
Oh.
Well, you know, Garrett has no idea. So
No, neither do I. Well, just
You may have got lucky because I wasn't paying attention.
good.
I was admiring my own humor, and then I looked over and the damn screen was blank.
I was like, who is this? But besides us, have you seen any individuals that may be out of sorts in these areas?
Oh, out of sorts.
That may
I
not.
can't think of anybody that is. There was that druid lady that was in Treefell. She was kind of crazy, but I haven't heard from her in some time. There was also one of the rat catcher guys in Waterway Village. He was kind of strange, and I didn't trust that father as far as I could throw him in Gataway.
Yeah, he was bad news. Maybe I'm thinking like clothing of sorts.
Is someone who wearing like skimpy stuff? Or, like I don't know what you're talking about.
Like how you're dressing, and then say they either dress more.
You're asking if they dress
Rough.
like a wizard.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, there was a guy in Instrika. I heard that he was a wizard. I think he probably wore robes. I think he called it a moo-moo.
Oh, a moo-moo?
I'm not sure.
Do you go to
You
the
want an insight
capital?
checking?
Have you ever gone to the capital before?
It's been some time, but I have, yes.
Do they have different clothing than the villages?
It's a little bit more modern, I would say, but still relatively in tune. Unless you work for the monarchy, then you get to be wearing Knight's Guard outfits.
Have you seen anybody not like that?
Any of what?
And either like guard or more modern.
Oh, not a. They haven't really left the capital. It's a little bit more stable and better lifestyle there anyway. So I doubt they'd have reason to venture out this way to the east.
Hmm. Hmm.
I still have written down what all of you rolled, so.
It's all good. I can re-roll.
No, it's all good. I think someone, I don't know who it was, but someone rolled a 25.
Got a 23.
You got 23 here.
Yeah.
You're talking about that last perception check before you cleared the board?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
I saw an 18 on the dice, and someone got like a 23, a 25, and a 20. Like, it was pretty high.
I had a 20. I rolled a 17, and then I got a +3 for perception, so I had the 20.
With some good stuff.
Yeah.
So, do you have any other questions for Travis as you all are traveling, or I can hit you with the play-by-play as we go through each town?
I mean, I guess the only thing that I really want to lay to rest is whether or not I think that Travis is the person we're looking for. He seems he doesn't necessarily come across as magical, but you know, if I'm Cordell in that situation, you know, he certainly has the means and he has the opportunity to pursue that kind of thing. We just don't know if he has the motivation.
Gotcha. So is there anything you want to ask him in particular to try to gauge such information, or do you want to do some snooping or pocket picking or something?
No, I'm thinking that Cordell would have just been paying very close attention to the conversation as a whole. You know, especially because Garrett, like, you know, I'm surprised Travis didn't take a restraining order out on Garrett. Garrett got so probing with his questions. So
getting up in his face.
Yeah. So no, I don't think because that's not Cordell's nature. Cordell, he's a hired hand. He's a gun. He's not necessarily that much of an investigator. So yeah, he would just be paying attention to the conversation and trying to piece it together.
Give me an insight check then. As you're kind of like watching him as he's kind of going along through his thing, he's controlling the horses and rolling the carriage, and he seems. You're honestly not sure if he's magically capable because he doesn't even seem like he's physically capable. He just kind of seems like a guy that's going on his day with work.
Right.
And if he is hiding anything, he's really good at it.
All right.
And maybe that's why he's such a successful trades guy, is he never shows the cards up his sleeve, right?
Yeah.
He could be capable with the sword, so nobody messes with him. He could have magic. No one knows.
Okay. So Cordell falls in the Garrett category, thinks that this guy's probably the most honorable and upright person he's met.
Most likely.
Yeah. Okay.
So by this time, you guys have been riding for a little bit of time. You clear through where you had previously met the snarling boar. There is no setup there, like there previously was, like a gateway or a checkpoint. You make your way to Treefell Village. As you make your way through the village, here's what you all note with your perception checks, and I'm just going to give it to you as a group. Each of you note what looks to be that tree that you fought in the village center here, where they were sort of having the grand meeting and the hanging of the people they were trying to decide who did it. The tree has since withered away and blackened, almost like all of the moisture has drained out of it. That is the main thing that you all notice in this town. It seems to be quiet. The mayor is nowhere to be seen currently. And it's just day-to-day business here, similar to Cork currently, apart from the blackened and dried, almost petrified tree at this point. The one that was used for originally hanging people.
And we see it, I'm like, well, wow, that's not good. That can't be Truefell Village without the tree.
Are you guys hopping out, or are you going to continue on your ride?
I think we'll continue, unless someone else wants to hop off.
Because I don't think, yeah, because the wizard dude that had the illusion of the tower, he's still a little further up the road, if I remember right, in Stricka.
All the way up the road.
Yeah.
He's at your end of the line. I'm just giving you each of the towns as you go by.
Okay.
So, you continue on, leaving Treefell Village behind you. As you continue down the road, you see a couple other merchants that are going between Treefell and Waterway. One of the which is a very recognizable one to Garrett. You see what looks to be Halaban's caravan that is strolling towards you guys as you're making your approach with the horses. And you'll probably hear Travis go, "Hey Halaban, how's it going today?" Halaban's like, "I'm just gonna get this over with."
Like, what does he look like?
You see Halaban just as he was before, just a more tired, older merchant that has his sleeves pulled up with the symbol of the snarling boar tattoo on his arm, his upper arm. And you see he has his nice white caravan, covered wagon, which you were previously inside Garrett, that had the dagger that he had stole from Treefell, the art, the pottery, the drugs, and the silvered longsword. But he's kind of just riding past you guys. I'm going home for today. I'll see you later on the road, probably. Maybe. And is what he's saying to Travis as he's kind of riding up towards him. He's kind of like shouting it a little bit louder towards him. Travis is like, "Don't work too hard." And he's just like, "I'm gonna sleep."
And I'm like, do I see anything like different of Taliban? Like anything suspicious?
He is actually a terrorist now because he is the Taliban. No, Halaban. Halaban. He just looks tired. He just came back from a trip from far beyond the Pale here, and he is coming back to Treefell Village, which you know is his current residence. So
he was in the opposite way and going towards Treefell.
yeah, he's coming towards you guys as you guys are leaving Treefell. He's coming from Waterway Village, which he might have come from further. You're not sure, but based off of how tired he looks, he most likely came from somewhere further away than Treefell, or from Waterway. Because Waterway's only 2 hours by horse, and he seems like he's more than 2 hours of tiredness.
And so I'm trying to remember in that conversation when I saw that he stole dagger, I don't think Garrett asked him why he took it.
You didn't ask him why. You could holler it at him if you wanted.
I'm like, hey, hang on, you gotta stop the wagon. I want to say. I gotta ask something to Halaban.
Give me a perception or a persuasion check. As you're saying it in the moment. Travis looks behind him real quick and okay, hold on. Yeah! And he stops the horses. Holt pulls back on the reins and they slow down. And he's like, Halaban! And Halaban slows down too. Go on.
And then I get off and I'm like, hello there again.
Hi.
Hey, you got some. You have a chance to talk about some surprise parties.
Depends on how much money you have.
I got some money.
I need $25 conversation fee because I'm tired. 25 gold pieces for conversation. And if it's good conversation, I'll throw you in some free information.
Fine. I'll give you the gold.
What do you want to know, buddy?
February 21st. All right, let's sit in. Are we inside his wagon?
You can step inside if you want. He turns around and he's sitting in the front. What do you want, buddy?
Yeah, I think we should go to check out the surprise inside.
It's under the floorboard like you saw the first time, buddy.
Yeah, so I'm going inside of chat privately.
Okay. What information do you want?
You've been around the town, so have you seen anything suspicious, anything magical?
I just came from Instrika this morning, and I'd say there's something pretty magical going on, because there wasn't a wizard tower, and all of a sudden there was a wizard tower.
And based on the description, are we thinking about it's Manstro's tower?
Yeah, there was some sort of wizard that just set up there this morning.
Today?
Today, yeah. This wizard tower just appeared. Right as I was packing up to leave this morning.
What does it look like?
He describes exactly the wizard tower that you had previously seen from Manstro.
Which we thought to have been destroyed, right? Like it burned to flames.
Well, it was an illusion. And since he was no longer alive, the illusion faded.
Mm-hmm. So right now, basically, it was just an abandoned house, but apparently it's not abandoned.
Apparently a wizard moved in. And so he kind of like just talks to you.
A wizard? Who?
Someone can make a tower appear in 4 milliseconds. They gotta be a wizard. It's beyond me.
Well, that's interesting. Very interesting. Also, that dagger. Why'd you take it?
Because it was nice.
Do I believe him?
Give me an insight check.
Damn, I'm getting teased with that nat 20 so many times.
You believe him. You believe he took it because he was nice. It was nice.
Okay.
It's mine now.
You also never. I'm assuming you never been to that strange treehouse that some kids made in
You,
Cork.
I haven't been down to Cork. I'm going home and going to sleep. You're starting to waste my time.
Sorry. So you're certain that I just want to make sure you're certain that the wizard appeared literally today, this morning.
Go, go see it for yourself if you don't believe me.
No, I believe you. I believe you. You're cool.
You damn right I am. I'm going to sleep.
All right.
Now, excuse me, unless you have anything else to waste my time with. He starts to get like a little bit more frustrated.
Sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah, it's okay, buddy.
Well, maybe next time you have some more tools for surprises and check it out.
Always have more. Come see me next time.
All right.
Not today, but next time.
Okay.
I'll see you.
All right.
Bye.
All right. I get out of there and regroup.
He's like looking forward. He's like, "What are you waiting for? Get out of my wagon!" He turns around. You're already out of his wagon. He's like, "Oh shit." He's trying to be a hard ass for hard ass sake. He's like, "All right." Whew. On a tree fell, and he like carries on down the road, and you'll see Travis like, "I'll see you later, Haliban." Haliban's like, "Yeah, see ya." And they just like continue on. So Travis turns to you, Garrett. Did you get everything you needed?
Oh yeah.
Good. I like it. So, what's going on here then, huh? Is everything all right?
Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah. We're cool.
Yeah, he's a great merchant. He really stepped up and he's been helping out rebuild some of Instrika. So,
But yeah, for sure. He knows what he's doing.
that's good. Yeah. Let's continue on, guys.
Yeah.
You guys continue on down the road. Go to Waterway Village. And this time, with all your perception rolls, it looks exactly as it was before. It doesn't seem any different currently as you're rolling through. It's just like the first time you came here. You'd probably still see the remnants of a couple rats as you kind of drive past the sewers and continue on northwards. It gets a little bit higher up here on the peak towards Gadaway Village. As you get to Gadaway Village, it doesn't appear that anything is untouched. You'd probably see a couple more merchants and other wagons along this way over here. Maybe a couple people that are walking towards Waterway Village and towards Gadaway Village. And you continue on in Gadaway Village. Nothing of note, really. You'd probably see the church is still standing as it was, as you guys have left it, untouched. And continuing on to Instrika, you'd probably run into a couple more individuals that are walking away from Instrika towards Gadaway Village, maybe heading down towards Waterway. Some of them look like they're fleeing the village. You'd probably see a couple people in particular that would catch your attention that are leaving the village very rapidly. They're kind of running. Like you'd see a woman and her child. You'd probably see this guy in a black cloak with long black hair, and he's kind of just like running away. And you'd probably see another like guy in armor that's running away, and a homeless guy. And they're all just kind of like fleeing Instrika, running down towards Gadaway.
I'm the lock and load.
I'm like,
So,
all right. So where are we planning to get off?
you guys pull into Instrika, and sure as day is long, as you guys are pulling in here, it's sort of the evening time. You see the Wizard Tower standing in the same location it was the first time you were here.
And Did we see the people running away from the tower? Like that
They're running away from the town.
town.
Like, they know that that tower is now is no bueno for them. They're just leaving, you know. Edgar, the highest thing you rolled, by the way, you were the highest with the roll with 23, I believe, right? I don't think anyone else rolled a 25.
I don't know.
I don't think anyone
I don't even think
Uh,
Edward
roll a 25.
rolled.
Hey, Johnny boy, you asleep? I think he fell asleep. He's on that rough time travel.
I think I was high.
I think you were too. Yeah, no one can physically roll a 25 based off of what I can see here. Yeah, no one can roll. So you rolled the 23, which was the highest. And everything is still the same as you previously saw it. There was nothing else that stood out to you. But you do see that wizard tower off in the distance as you guys sort of pull into the town, which you previously knew was gone after you killed the wizard Manstro. So now that you guys are back in Strika and the tower still stands, it kind of like brings in a little PTSD for some of you, I would think, and it's just like, he's back? Like, how? And you're just questioning.
I don't think it's
So it is up to you guys.
him. I think it's somebody else that wants us to think it's him.
It's up to you guys.
Well, that was the mattress tag enforcer episode.
That's like the second episode of the MTE.
MTE2 Electric Boogaloo.
MTE2.
All right.
So, what would you guys like to do?
What time is it right now?
This would be later in the evening. It took you guys 8.5 hours or so to get here, off of 10 o'clock maybe. So you're probably pushing 6:30, 7.
I'd probably stop on the people to see what they're actually running from.
Which person do you stop?
We'll do the dude with the hair.
The black hair guy with the cloak?
Yeah.
Okay. You stop him, and he's just like, we gotta go. We gotta go. Why are you going there?
Where we go? Where we gotta go?
We're fleeing. We're fleeing to Gataway.
Why?
He's back. That wizard that controlled everyone's mind is back.
Wait, are you sure?
Yes.
You see him.
The tower's there. How he has to be back if the tower's there.
Has anyone actually seen him?
I don't know, but that tower is no good. There's something wrong with it.
So the
And
tower.
if it was gone and then it's back, that means there's probably somebody worse that's nearby, right? I don't know. Magic is weird.
You are correct. Magic is weird. You get safety, and we'll see what's going on. We'll get you your town back.
Oh, thank you. For now, I'm gonna keep running. I'll see you guys. Good luck.
Good luck, dark-haired guy.
I'll see you later. He keeps running.
Remember how you were mentioning necromancy, Garrett? I think we should be careful.
Yep. Because he had the ability to manipulate time in our last encounter. So he
He
can
manipulated your memories.
memories.
He made you believe that you
Yeah.
killed him. And then when you guys came back and saw that you actually didn't, it put into phase what actually happened. So he can literally wipe people's memories and create new ones.
So we need to play this smarter than we did the first time.
Wait, what's the tower look like? I didn't actually see it.
It's not in the picture, but it's just a traditional like wizard tower.
Yeah. Like past. Alright, smart guy.
And it is on the far north side of town, as close as you can get to the edge of town.
Well, we do know that there is a Lich somewhere, but we also know that this wizard can manipulate memories.
Yep.
The Lich hasn't really formed yet.
Well, we don't know that.
Do you know why the Lich
You do
hasn't
know
formed?
that.
Oh, we do? Okay.
Do you know why the Lich has not formed yet? I figured it out. It's because Lewis stole the fucker's phylactery. The dagger is the Lich's phylactery.
Huh.
That's the best hypothesis I've got.
Well, I mean, we also have this wand.
You have the Wand of Orcus still, the replica.
Yep.
And don't we have an obelisk or a statue?
You have the statue of Orcus as well. Yep.
So yeah, some combination of that is that dude's phylactery. That's why he hasn't formed yet at this point in time.
You know what? Well, you might be onto something. But I don't know if we can do anything right now because Edward is sleeping.
Okay.
How do you guys handle this? Because last time, I guess you guys fell under his spell.
Yeah, we went through guns blazing. I bleed to kill them, but really he did not die. And you know we thought he's dead, but maybe he's not dead.
Nope. I mean, he could manipulate time as well, not just memories, because he pulled a time stop on us in that first encounter.
I assure you, he did not have a 9th level spell slot for time stop. No, when you manipulate someone's memories, it freezes them in place for 10 minutes while you manipulate their memories.
Okay.
That's what happens.
Okay.
Modify memory.
Yep. Which he effectively, and I rolled for it, he effectively cast Modify Memory on all of you when you entered the tower the first time. But now you have resisted the spell or successfully overcome the spell from this person. So he would have to recast it again. Which, it doesn't seem like anyone in the town is currently afflicted with the memory loss. You see a lot of people that are currently being weary. They're trying to hide within the houses, and they're trying to stay away from the tower now that it's been put up. Apart from the couple of people that have already fled. You also notice that commune that's over there that houses all the homeless people on the far west side of town. You see it's kind of like sheltered up. You can probably see someone outside that's kind of like boarding up the windows currently.
Well, gentlemen, we need to resolve something this session because I think Pat said, it's going to be Black Friday before we get to play again. So,
Going guns a-blazing, guys. Come on. I didn't think it was going to take you guys this long to, like, investigate to the point where you would find it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're doing pretty good so far.
Yeah, to be fair, you investigate more on day 1. You don't have to use days 2 through 7. You just have to find where the person is. Which I think is going to be pretty soon.
Yep. So right now we don't see anything like strange in town, like other than the tower.
No, that would be the strangest thing that shows up to you.
Did we feel anything weird when we stepped inside this town?
No. It's just more visually, it's weird to see the wizard tower back after you know you killed the guy.
Well, I think it's time for him to introduce the mattress back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are going to the wizard tower?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
believe
fine.
so.
Okay.
Here you are,
So
John.
you guys were...
What?
Oh, there he is. He's awake.
He's awake.
So you guys return back to the wizard tower that has reappeared here in the town. And let me pull up the house. You guys previously fought him in and killed him. His bloodstain is still there on the map. Why not? You guys knock on the door. Hello?
I will.
I say, oh, and while he's doing that, I'm gonna try to find position where I can shoot him with the psychic blade if I see its man's throw.
Okay. So holding.
Yeah.
Door. Yeah, as Edgar knocks on the door swings open, and you'll see Manstro there. He's like, "Hello, how can... Oh, God, it's you guys! Don't kill me again, please! I'm sorry!"
So do I see him and I have a clear shot?
If you want, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him.
What?
If you want, go ahead.
Yeah.
Answers. We need answers.
Lucero
Which
Lewis
Edgar, as
on the case.
Edgar, as the door opens, he does look tired and drained, almost like he has been recently reanimated. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Well, it was nice knowing you.
No
Do I
answers
get
for
sneak
us.
attack or no?
Well, yes, you do get sneak attack. But I'm going to tell you it's not going to matter.
He's got like 1 HP.
He literally has recently been reanimated.
Thanks. Thank you.
So yeah, he falls unconscious immediately. As soon as the door opens, he gets hit, and then he falls to the ground and is unconscious. He had 1 HP.
We just spare the dying one.
Okay. So you guys are going to wait the hour until he can roll a hit dice, essentially?
Pretty much.
Okay. So you'll wait an hour. He will come to consciousness with 1 HP after an hour. And it's at this point, it's pretty late. It's probably like 8 or 9 o'clock, and you guys are in his house now with him, and he is unconscious, and he just wakes up. I'm alive. That hurt.
Stay with us.
What happened?
You were just mostly
What
dead.
happened? I was dead. And I'm back.
Oh, it was an illusion before you got revived.
I got today. Yes.
Who who revived you?
Bartender.
He starts to panic. I can't say. He'll kill me again, and he'll make sure I can't come back.
Well, he either kills you or we let our friend over here kill you.
Give me an intimidation check. Let's do a group intimidation.
Yeah.
No one answers.
Group intimidation.
Nope.
Come on, Edward.
Oh, which one?
John!
Intimidation.
Intimidation. Wakey, wakey. Eggs and bakey.
Oh my god, I am so tired.
I know you took a nap.
Yeah, you disappeared on us.
Yeah.
Have some coffee.
This is our next session.
So you guys are like saying, either he kills you or I kill you. And he's like, Are you all familiar with the story of Aragorn?
No.
Nope.
Which I believe it was brought up last session. Aragorn was a wizard that ended the famine and the plague that happened all throughout the kingdom a long time ago. He brought crops and fresh water and drink to the land and made it arable and ensured the survival of everybody. He cleared the sickness, but in the process he died. And Manstro will tell you, he was buried not too far south of the kingdom to the east, in between the kingdom and Cork, like the capital in Cork. That's where the cemetery lied. But he's back. I just saw him with my own eyes. It's him.
That must be our Lich. Or soon to be Lich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
I think
definitely
he
And
was
I
our
knew I-
bartender from the last
looking
session.
for.
I had seen his face before, and I couldn't remember where. He is a royal mage for the capital. His name is Veraloxus.
I'm like Gary thinking Barrel-Oxus. Where have I heard that name before?
Yeah, and this is in the point with Garrett. You would recall, as you see a shiny, ornate dagger in your inventory that has a note that was attached to it.
I thought I gave that dagger to the king, or did he just...
You still have it.
Okay.
Fortunately.
The dagger had a note attached with it. You never know when you will need this, Jaxie. Sincerely, Veraloxus. And Manstro will continue describing him. He's a younger man with long black hair and a silky black cloak. He was just here not too long ago.
Well, why'd
Tucker
you
was
bring...
the one running away from the town when we came in.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why'd you bring you back?
He knows I'm magically capable, and he was questioning me about opening a portal to the Abyss. I don't even know what the Abyss is, and I don't know how to open up portals.
Yeah, it does sound like he's the guy. Yeah, we gotta find him.
Do you think we should go to his graveyard? Where he was buried?
Also, what you just missed, by the way, John, because you were napping.
No.
They literally just saw him, literally 5 minutes ago, as he was running away from the town,
Yep.
Oh.
pretending he was in the chaos.
And Jaxie was the one that took us out to the seaside cliffs to be ambushed by the beholders last session.
Yes, he was. But he was also the head of the Royal Guard.
Yep. And if y'all remember, when we got out there and those beholders showed up, I said it was almost like they knew we were coming. No wonder Jaxie ran like a scared rabbit once we started killing those things. We weren't supposed to survive.
Gotcha.
All right. I think that we let this dude, Manstro, let him alone, and we go see if we can find Veraluxus. We know the direction he was headed. See if we can go find him, catch him. Or maybe we need to make sure our memories have not been modified again. Because
Yeah,
that
could
would
be
be
right here
something that, because if he was successful in modifying our memories again, he could still be here. And he would not have run away. Because that's kind of
Man.
devious thing Hat would try to pull on us.
Manstro looks side to side. I didn't mess with your memories. I swear. I didn't do anything. He like tucks his head. Don't kill me again, please.
Do we believe it?
Give me an insight check. He's like, I promise. I just want to live peacefully up here. I want to enjoy the ocean view. Don't hurt me, please.
That's the worst roll for a halfling.
That is indeed the worst roll for a halfling. It seems like he's being genuine in his crying.
Still be a memory.
Alright, so we got the finger being pointed at Veraluxus. We've got Manstro, who's been brought back to life. We seem to believe Manstro. Jaxie set us up because we were not supposed to survive the encounter with the beholders last session. So we've got a nice little, I'm going to say, hat trick of losers going on. All right. What do we do first? I know Jaxie is the lowest of the priorities. So we need to figure out what we're going to do with Manstro, whether we're going to deal with Manstro first or if we're going to try to deal with Veraluxus first. That's what I think.
Who's closer? What do you think?
Well, I mean, we got Manstro right here with us. But I don't know. Anyway, I've got my chocolate chip cookies just about finished baking, so I will pass the baton of responsibility over to someone more responsible than I.
Let him cook.
I say give it to Gary.
All right, I
Okay.
guess. I think for now we'll be like, all right, we'll let you go for now.
Oh,
Don't leave town.
thank you. Oh, I don't plan on it. I'm gonna take a nap though. I'm
All
hurt.
right, don't mess with people's memories again. If not, if we feel you.
No, I would never. I know you're gonna haunt me in my dreams.
All right, let's go find that guy. That Bearlox is. if he's close by.
So it is later in the evening, so you can push on for your travel, but you will get a level of exhaustion if you continue to travel for today.
If you want to stop, I'm okay with it. If you want to continue, that's fine. Whatever decision you want, I will be right back.
Okay. I think we need to rest. I
Yeah.
don't think we can afford exhaustion against
Yeah, I agree. If he's
whoever the
crazy,
bad guy is.
crazy
Guy
powerful,
that's going to become a lich.
then
Mhm.
like he's already revived Manstro, and he's clearly intelligent, capable, and even left the town under our noses.
Mhm.
So yeah, we need to rest. I agree.
Okay. So you guys are going to go to the bar and barrel and catch a night's sleep, or would you like to go to the compound and sleep with the homeless people? Or
Nah.
camp out in the woods? It's your choice.
I think I'd go to the bar and the barrel, because I still think that bartender's guilty of something.
Marius.
Yeah.
So you guys go to the bar and barrel, and you see Marius. It's later in the evening, and he is just up and getting it. He's like, "Ah, now let's go, guys. Do you need a room or something like that? I can pour you a drink. You need some food? Anything you need. What do you need?" He's like, "Your friend Travis was telling me you might be coming by, and he's stayed up in the room upstairs right now. So, what can I do for you this evening? Need a room? Got it.
Yep.
How many of you? 4 of you? Let's say four silver pieces. Done.
All right, I'll pay for it.
Done. Perfect. The rooms up at the end of the hall are yours. Don't worry about that. Y'all have food and breakfast provided for you. Not even worry about it. Would you care for any food and drinks now, or are you going to be settling in for the night? We can carry on to the next day.
I will be good for the evening.
Perfect. I've had so much coffee today, I can't even tell you how much this be going. He's just kind of like staring at you and blinking, just like blankly.
Sounds more like he's on crack than coffee.
He's had too much coffee. Past the point where you don't need to dookie anymore. He's just on that point of coffee. So he's just like, So, you guys have your rooms, and food and drink would be provided for you. If you guys would like, we can just skip to the next day.
Yeah.
You all get your long rest. Wake up on the second day now of your week. Where would you guys like to go? As you wake in the morning, you do see Travis is packing the carriage already to head back down to Cork to collect more supplies.
And I'm like, oh hey Travis.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, it's like we were successful in a way, and are coming to Enstrica. Thank you for that.
Not a problem. I'm heading back down to Cork. You guys need a ride anywhere on the way, or?
Yeah, we're looking for someone, and if we ever help, we could potentially find them faster.
Oh, that sounds adventurous. Where do you think they're going, or where are you headed to?
Definitely down south. Guy was wearing some black cloak.
Oh, are you talking about that guy we saw yesterday?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh yeah, that's weird. I feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Can't remember.
Yeah, Yeah, so we need to find him.
Well, hop on in. You guys going to Gataway or Waterway, or where you headed?
Depends on where he's headed. So we'll just have to keep an eye out, and if we find something, we'll stop and find him.
Okay. You sure you don't want to just hit it as you go, kind of thing, or? 'Cause if he left yesterday, I don't even know if he could teleport if he's one of them mage guys. Ah. Why would he be running though if he could teleport? I don't even know. So,
Why do you believe he can teleport?
yeah, his magic is weird.
You saw him do magic?
Oh, I think I've seen him before. There might be a possibility. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure he might be the capital mage. I'm not sure.
Veraloxus?
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, someone's saying it's him. So,
That's weird. I don't know why he'd be over here then.
if that was indeed Veraloxus and he can do magic, then yeah, it'd be kind of weird. That he has
He
all
could
this
be
massive.
anywhere then. He could have cut through the woods. He could probably kill anything in that woods if he's magical. Phew. That's tough to think about. Good luck, guys. That's too much for my brain to handle. So where are we going? We heading back down there, or?
Do you know where else you've seen before? Where he might go?
I've heard tell that he used to live in Mayberry before working for the king in Dugrin. But I have not heard of anything else recently. That was a long while ago.
Anyways, he's like, I think knowing more about him is a good place to start. He can take us to Mayberry.
I'm not going to Mayberry, my friend, unfortunately. I could drop you off in Waterway and you could take the walk, but I'm sorry for that, but it's a little out of the way.
Alright. Yeah, that's fine. Is that cool? If I'm asked to group, is that fine?
Everyone else's.
No. I caught me some
Yeah.
penguins to eat.
Penguins? Why are you eating
There we go.
penguins?
Penguin?
They're in England. They're biscuits. They're called penguins. They're like a chocolate biscuit. I brought like 4 of these giant packs back with me. They're really good.
Well, then bring some tomorrow.
There you go.
Really good. I was hungry. My body is still in English time right now.
Yeah, I could figure.
If you can drop us off at that, I think we can make our way.
Yeah, you want to take a pit stop in Gataway or in Waterway?
I say go to Waterway.
What? Whatever. Yeah. T. And then head straight west.
Okay. Sounds good then. Let's go, guys. Oh my. Okay. So you guys are hitting the road. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me, all 4 of you. And Cordell, if you're not there, I can roll one for you if you want.
I'm here. I was just putting my dishes away from chocolate chip cookies.
Cookie Endeavor.
My lord. I have been rolling shit all night.
Welcome
Okay,
to D&D there,
you're not
John.
a 1.
There's at least
You're not
one
a- you
person in
Change
every...
the dice color.
Yeah,
Change
there's
the
Yeah.
dice color, it helps.
Change the dice color.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Perception check.
Perception.
Yeah, you know what? I'll using the side bolster deck and adding them.
Reroll.
No, I'm adding them like the psychic dice. I think
Gotcha.
it's a little better to. Okay, 11. It's a little better.
So you guys are starting to roll down the road, and it's pretty quiet until you get to about Gataway Village. You do see somebody out of your peripheral, and it is only Garrett that catches this individual. They are starting to walk through the woods to the west of Gataway Village. All you can see behind them is a billowing black cloak. They seemingly have just left Gataway Village and are making their way towards the capital through the woods.
Follow it.
Yep, we're definitely following. And I'm trying to be quick but stealthy.
So you're going to be quick or stealthy, because stealthy cuts your speed in half.
Be an assassin.
Be an assassin.
That's
Gotcha.
both. Run quick and stealthy.
Run quick and stealth. Stealth Miguel.
I say to be smart. If we can keep a distance, I would say let's be. If we can keep up with him, but keep a distance, I say stealthy.
Yeah.
Right now, he's probably about 40 feet away from you guys off of the main trail. So if you guys wanted to hop out of the wagon, you could probably tail him, but who knows how long you could be tailing him for, you know?
Well,
That's up to you guys.
How about you two find a stealth and I'll go approach him.
All right.
all right.
I'm not stealth.
Okay. So I want Edward and Garrett and Cordell, if you would like to stealth as well, go ahead and give me a stealth check. As Edgar kind of approaches a little bit quicker and more hastily towards this individual walking in the woods.
Jeez.
I'm doing side bolster neck.
Why am I getting such low numbers?
Low number.
I changed the color of the
That's
dot.
because, John,
15.
it's the law of D&D. At least one person in every session spends time in the bucket. And tonight, you, my friend, are in the bucket.
In the bucket. Yeah.
You are in the bucket.
Yeah, change the dice color again.
Oh.
They do what Brett does all the time. Just keep changing it until you find one that works.
Yep.
So, on the combat tracker? Oh, yeah, he is. No, he's immune unconscious.
I shouldn't be unconscious.
This is
Should be
immune
immune to
unconscious.
sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
should be immune to sleep. Unconscious is the closest to
Edgar,
it.
you make your way up to this individual. Actually, I don't know if I have... I have the image in the tokens. So I'm going to move it to the images real quick, and then I will pull it in for you guys. But Edgar, as you sort of run up to this individual with their longer cloak, someone you have been talking, that you had previously talked to, that was fleeing from the sort of chaos of Enstrika, you see this man here, walking through the woods. Long black hair, this greenish black cloak. And he turns and looks at you. You fled from the city, didn't you?
No, I was just catching up to let you know that the city's good. We're able to take care of the wizard. Or the problem.
You took care of the wizard, did you?
Yeah.
That's strange, because I still think he's alive.
How would you know that?
Why wouldn't I know that? I know more than enough to know that you and your group of nuisance little brats have been a stain all over this island.
I'm sorry, sir. I was just letting you know you can go back to your house. What the fuck are you saying?
Wow, that's the first time I think I ever hear Edgar say a swear word.
First of all, I don't associate with child killers like you. I've talked to each of them individually, and I've found that what you've done is not great. You killed a druid woman in Treefell Village. You killed a were-rat person in Waterway Village. You've killed my associate here in Gataway, and you killed Manstro. Your whole path behind you is nothing but bodies.
Well,
I think we found our necromancer.
you say bodies. I say problems.
You let the bodies hit the floor.
That was bad. Go.
Yes, we did.
And I am just trying to rectify everything around here.
You know, we only did what was necessary.
Is that so?
Yes.
I can't imagine what else you've done here that I haven't been able to investigate yet.
Took care of the snarling boar. So that town is free.
It's a good thing I caused that as well.
No. They're out of the picture. We're about to go take care of your hero guy.
Hero guy?
Yeah, we heard he was.
Who's that?
And then
He seems perplexed. What do you mean, hero guy?
oh, I thought the hero was back.
You talking about Jaxie?
Yeah.
Jaxie has nothing to do with this. He's just been a lifelong friend. I am the one that animated the tree in Treefell. I am the one that summoned the mind slugs. I am the one that infected Jackson in Waterway Village. I am the one that told Father about the Wand of Orcus. And I am the one that let Manstro go free when he applied for the use of using magic within the capital. I have caused everything in here as a result of an experiment. As a result of getting closer to the truth that I so deserve.
That you go push over and you do nothing for yourself.
I do everything for myself and for a higher power. Just as you do, cleric.
Well, you know, we got our bosses.
Indeed we do. And mine is a demon of the highest rank that you wouldn't hope to face against.
Well, I mean, mine's a demon too.
Petty demon.
Is he demon or is he devil? They're bosses, you know. So, we killed Daddy. How'd that feel?
Did you know? Because he seems alive to me.
Oh.
And tell your friends to get out from behind the tree.
What friends? I have no friends.
He smiles. He's going to raise his hand up. And you're going to see a green energy flash. Almost like a flashbang. It fills the area. And all of a sudden you all are standing in a graveyard. A rune in the center.
Sweet.
A crypt standing behind him that is opened up. This is my beginning, and this is your end. I was previously known as Aragorn, savior of the world, and now I shall be Varaloxus, the ruler of it.
All right. While he's been rousingly speechifying, I've been loading my gun.
And we're gonna roll for initiative.
So anyways, start blasting.
We're gonna roll for initiative here, and I'm gonna use the restroom real quick before we kick things off because there is a possibility this could take a little bit of time.
Yeah, I'm bad.
We did it, guys.
This map, Aragorn's resting place, and you found him on day 2, due to good perception rolls.
Where do we do our initiative again?
Main page.
INIT, right in the middle of the page.
Ah. Thank you. Oh, shit.
I do mine a completely different location than you guys, so. Oh, he only got a number 17. That's crazy. That's cracked.
So it's us 4 against him.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, this
You
is
guys
like
can.
going to the gym. Don't let the first set of whatever the exercise is, don't let that first set fool you. You still got 3 or 4 more sets to go.
Today.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh. I did 2 types of squats today. Then after that, I went and did medicine ball throwing, and then my trainer would, like, you had to underthrow it. He would smack it. It was a 30-pound ball, and I'd do that 3 sets, and then I had to move a sled 3 sets, and then I do battle ropes for 3 sets.
Yeah.
And then the first 2 squats were also 3 sets as well.
But did you
Are you
for your
still doing the water
squats?
thing?
Did you do the dumbbell sumo squats and the goblet squats, or did you do the barbell back squats?
To be honest, I don't know what they're called. All I know is the squat that I did. The first one is you take the bar, you put it like on your neck or your shoulder blades, and then you squat like that. I don't know what that's called.
So across your that would be your barbell back squat.
All right, so I did that times 3.
Mhm. Okay.
And then there's a machine there that you're sort of like leaning, or you're laying on almost, but you're like,
it's a hack squat.
Yeah, so I did that
Yeah.
one as well.
Yeah, hack squat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm not good with gym terminology with names.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. That squats are, in my opinion, probably the single most beneficial exercise you can do. But squats will take it out of you.
Oh yeah, and those are the first 2 things we did. All that other stuff was afterwards.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, by the time of the battle ropes, I was trying to bend my knees, like, you know how you're supposed to get in that stance. My legs were shaking.
Yeah.
By that point.
Was that your last exercise? The battle ropes? Yeah. Did you do the sled just before the battle ropes?
I did. And what I do is, usually the weight that I do is I pull the sled with about 4 or 5 45 plates on it, plus my trainer.
Good lord, dude. You're a fucking ox.
usually what I end with. I start with 245s or 345s, and then I just work up after each set.
Yeah. Because I do the on leg day number 1, I do a sled push pull, and I just use 245 pounds on it. So you got the weight of the sled plus 245 pounds, another 90 pounds.
Yeah.
That's my last exercise on leg day number 1. And I'm gulping for air. I do 3 of those. I push it out and I pull it back, and I repeat that 3 times. So for the length of the track, so you figure, unless somebody's using the opposite end of the track, you figure I've got probably a good 25, maybe 30 yards of pushing it.
If I'm pushing it, I probably will do max of 5 plates.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, who's ready to roll this thing?
I don't want to die.
All right, so you guys there, I put you in a square, but you can position yourself, I'll say, anywhere between that square and in the cemetery.
So, are we still in the same woods, or did we all just get warped?
No, you got teleported.
Okay.
Oh, you need to unlock my token, please.
Boink. There you are.
Okay.
Within the square or in the cemetery. In this area, In the immediate cemetery, I should say.
Oh, you mean like inside the walls of this thing?
Yep.
So.
Or within your square, or these 3 spaces for the entrance.
Okay.
You can be in this grouping essentially from here to here.
Okay. Now, is this wall for this crypt where he's out with the rune, is that how tall is that wall? Is it like
it is a kind of barred fence.
Okay.
So it's see-through all around.
Okay.
And the bars are kind of on the ground. So we'll say it's fully visible. You can peek behind the pillars, but it doesn't give you more than half cover, if any cover.
Okay. Well, that's better than nothing. Especially if he decides he's going to disintegrate me.
So, Garrett, you are first on the draw.
Yeah, it probably would be starting from here and I'm basically preparing to shoot with my psychic blade.
Okay. That is barely a hit.
Yeah.
It's a hit, though.
It is indeed a hit. For 4 damages. He's got a scratch on his arm as you throw the first blade.
Just in case I'm gonna... How tall is the pillar again?
We'll say the pillar's a good 10 feet tall.
Okay.
It's pretty thin, though.
So I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide.
Okay. Kind of tuck behind it, your little tiny self. Okay. You feel pretty confident in a 26.
Oh my goodness.
So is that your turn there, Garrett?
Yeah, it's my turn.
It's Veralox's turn. He's going to move. He's going to step over here. And he is going to go, I'm going to be looked at as a hero. for killing the people that killed the child of Cork. The children, I should say. And an elderly grandma. He starts to channel lightning in his hands. Black lightning at that.
Black lightning. It's always got to be about race.
And you see this channeling of energy. And it shoots off towards you, Edgar and Edward Kenway. As he is going to cast a new spell to you guys for this campaign. Oh, it didn't pull it. Oh, it's on the bottom. Okay. A new spell called Black Bolt. So Edward Kenway succeeds and Edgar fails. So Edward Kenway will take half damage. Edgar will take full. As he streaks a bolt of lightning through both of you, and you feel this necrotic, searing pain within your body. You can kind of see your blood retract and almost disappear for a moment before filling back in the empty spaces where the lightning hits you. He'll laugh. This will be easier than I thought to save our kingdom. And then he'll move back a couple spaces. Cordell.
Okay. I'm gonna take a shot at this guy. There we go.
That hits.
All right. And I'm gonna say, introduce you to my higher power, if I can get that out. 11 points of damage. No, what is that? 10 points of damage. And yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Good hit, though. Edward Kenway.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna shoot this fucker.
The pistol. You can also use take aim now if you would like.
What does that do?
You don't move for the round
Okay.
at all. You literally can't move, and you use your bonus action to do this. But you get advantage on the attack, and if you hit, you get sneak attack.
Alright, how do I do that?
So click the ADV. So you just tell me that you're doing the steady aim.
Yeah.
Click ADV, and then roll your attack. ADV's on the bottom left by the dice.
Oh, there it is. I see. Alright.
Guys, I'm going to update your sneak attack real quick, because you have 2d6 now instead of 1. Oh, you just rolled the damage.
Oh.
Yeah, roll the to hit first.
Oh, is it the one next to it?
Yes, with the +6.
Yeah,
I
+6.
think.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. And 18 hits. Go ahead and roll with your sneak attack damage.
All
So
right.
click your effect button under sneak attack, and that'll put that on you.
I don't think that worked.
You don't think that I didn't roll it yet.
Let me check. No, it didn't work.
I
Now
got
it
it.
did.
There you go.
Now it's it.
Hey, cat.
Right.
There we go.
That's some damage right there. So you pull out the pistol and you blast him and nail him right in the shoulder, and it kind of goes clean through. And you immediately see blood just shoot right out of his back of his shoulder.
Alright.
It was a heavy hit,
There we go.
and you can't move, and that was your bonus action. Unfortunately, Edward Kenway.
That's fine.
But a solid hit at that.
Alright. Well, that's my turn then.
Edgar.
Why was I healed?
Why were you healed?
Yeah.
That is weird. What the heck happened? Because you should have had 24 wounds.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see it. What happened? Go ahead. I'll put it back.
Okay. God, yeah. Is this fence actually a fence?
Yeah, it's like a gated fence, kind of see-through with the metal bars.
Alright, so physically. The, the posts are too close, right?
You can still shoot through it, though.
No, like none of us can actually move through the fence.
No, you can't. No, it's solid enough you can't enter through it.
Okay. Cast. Got it.
Cast guidance?
Silent.
Oh, silence.
Nice.
He looks at you like he's starting to channel magic power, and as he goes to cast his magic power, you see a portal open up just above your heads, with another younger boy with black hair falling through, with a diamond that cancels out his counterspell. So your spell goes through.
You were supposed to
As
say something?
Soren is falling in from the sky, and he casts counterspell to counter his counterspell.
Four. See.
I'm gonna keep him locked down. You guys do the damage.
Okay. See. You only see one side. Just killed. That's not killed for. It was necessary. Fortunately, you see.
He speaks in Abyssal. And he says, for anyone that speaks Abyssal, when you die, I'm going to feed your souls to Orcus.
Oh, too bad we can't hear him because he can't talk.
True. But you see his mouth moving, like... you just see his mouth.
Sorry, I don't speak bitch.
So is that your turn, Edgar?
It's my turn.
Okay, Garrett.
And I'm like, I see, it's like, am I? Well, what, Soren? What are you doing here?
Yeah, I just got sent in. Sorry, I'm a little late. I didn't know it was kicking off so soon.
And I'm like, all right, gonna shoot Verilox's. I assume I have advantage.
Yes, you do.
Nice. Nat 20.
Oh man, he might just die. A nat 20 with a rogue is dangerous. We need our Vinny.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
Oh wait, oh,
26
it should have been higher because
damage.
I accidentally used the offhand. It should have been
Oh.
2d6s.
Oh.
Just roll the 2d6
Alright.
and don't do the damage on him, and I
Yeah.
can just
Yeah, I'll throw it in
do
the
the
chat.
offset.
Oops. Wrong one. I don't know what the hell.
The hey.
Okay, the shortcut I had it said offhand. Alright, that sucks. Alright. That's better.
Wow, a 5 and a 6, so 5 more damage. Okay.
And I'm like that's what you get for killing those children.
You killed the children, but he gets hit by your blade, and you just see him crumple, and he's screaming in pain, and his blood is just everywhere. But you hear nothing. It's just like, just silence as he's just screaming.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna use my bonus action and attack him again.
Okay. Another nat 20 and kill him off. Easy.
Right. Definitely gonna have to be my offhand though. But
that one misses, unfortunately. As you hit him with the first one so hard, and you pull back and you shoot a second one, and it was aimed right where his head was, and he's crumpled over in pain, just holding his stomach, and it just like goes right over his head, just off into the distance.
like, that's gonna end my turn.
Okay, it's his turn.
It is his turn.
You're gonna see him disappear. Actually, no. He is going 5, 10, 15, 20. And he will stand here for a moment outside of the silence, running towards you all. He is going to cast a spell that affects everybody apart from him, due to his necromancer specialty. And everyone does fit with inside. So as he kind of runs by, he holds his breath for a moment, and you hear him mumble. And you see an explosiveness of blackish green cloud that appears around him, centered on this point. And he is going to use his bonus action to dark step. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, near the gate. So he dark steps. As he runs through it, he creates this cloud, and then you see him turn into shadow and disappear. And then he just reappears by the gate. You didn't think I didn't have some form of teleportation, did you? As all of you are currently sitting inside of this spell that none of you have seen before. And I don't think we've ever really had this in D&D, actually. I think maybe someone's had it on their sheet, but I don't think I've ever run a bad guy that's had this spell. But I know of it.
I don't think so. What is it? Cloud kill?
It is cloud kill.
Yeah.
That is correct. So as all of you are currently sitting in the cloud, breathing it in, it goes to Cordell's turn. Which, Cordell, you will make a Constitution saving throw for starting your turn within the cloud.
Yeah.
In the stinky fart. That is a failure, so you will take this much poison damage.
Wow. That's a lot of damage.
But you are still alive.
Okay.
Which is what matters. And it is your turn.
I'm
Continue.
going to move 1, 2. I'm gonna take my shot. And there it is. Here we go.
That is a hit.
Oh.
He failed on the cloud kill too. So as you shoot him, he loses focus. You hear him, "Ah!" And he drops his cloud kill. And everyone else, you see the fog fade. Gone.
Think I'm gonna hold there because I don't. I want to say what little luck I've got for the next turn. That's my turn.
No action surge?
Yeah, okay, I'll go ahead and do it. But if I miss, it's your fault, Pat.
Blow it before round 2.
Ha!
That hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
There we go. That's even better.
How would you like to do this?
After I quit hoping for air and coughing up a lung, I just unleash the frustration and point straight at him, and the gun goes off. You see the impact center mass.
I like to think too, you pull the trigger one time and you feel another one, you kind of like just fan the hammer real quick, just unload on him, and you see him, he's loaded with holes in his chest. You see blood dripping everywhere. It's starting to hit the ground. He starts to fall to his knees, and then you see the shadow suck in, and he is back to life.
Yeah. Well.
You can't kill me! I won't die!
Yeah. You're gonna die, though. That'd be my turn.
Okay. Edward Kenway.
I'm going to do the same thing again.
Steady aim.
Steady aim.
Pull back.
So,
Shoot.
so let me put on advantage and... That's...
19 on the dice. Go ahead and roll the damage with the sneak attack. So if you click the magnifying glass, you should see a little person button next to the effect, the word effect.
Oh, yes.
If you click that, it'll put on your guy. There you go. Now if you roll the damage. Edward Kenway, how would you like to do this?
Last time that happened,
So you pull back, you shoot him straight through the brain. You see his brain matter go out the backside. And then you hear him suck it back into his head. And he's back alive one more time.
Oh, piss off!
You can't kill me! You can't kill the necromancer! And I will be the end of all of you!
Yeah, somebody's got daddy issues.
Oh, that's my turn.
Soren pulls back his magic again and holds it. He would cast Magic Missile. It would hit him. He would, once again, take a deep breath in. Come back to life. Edgar.
I will cast Vinny's favorite second level.
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
Which is radiant damage, correct?
Yep. Yes, it is.
Okay. So Moonbeam centered on him. So at the start of his turn, he will take the damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Would you care to move?
Yeah, I'll make
Moonbeam is a great... It's like the best druid spell, 100%. So you move there.
There.
Gotcha. Garrett. You see him get engulfed in moonlight as he's standing there channeling, getting ready to do another spell.
Edgar or Verloxus?
Veraloxis is.
I'm like, hey, sorry. seem to have a good talent with magic. Is there anything to stop this?
Nothing that I've seen before. Just keep killing him.
Alright. Alright, try to find a way to figure it out. We'll keep blasting.
I'll study him.
Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna try to fire another shot at him.
Okay.
That blade.
That misses.
Yeah, alright, so I shoot him fire and then I'm like,
Cordell yells, somebody has possession of the ceremonial dagger that might be helpful. And you shoot your first one, and then you have it in your... You could use your offhand to throw it if you would like.
and then, you know, so Cordell remembers the dagger and I'm like, remember the note. I'm like, yeah, we could do that.
And you pull out the dagger with your offhand and just yeet it.
Yep.
Or would you care to move up to him and stab him?
Yeah, I don't want to lose the dagger, so I think it's better to.
You do the oh my wamo
Yep.
shinderu, and you
Then I do like a nice roll for 10, 15, 20.
oh my wamo shinderu. You teleport right up to him, stab him with your offhand.
Or maybe stab him with your
And
arm.
you miss, unfortunately. You go to sink it into him. Go ahead and roll one more time. Because I like the idea.
Okay.
This would be like the storytelling sort of role here. The inspiration of the story. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Fortunately, no sneak.
No sneak attack, unfortunately. But you spin the dagger in your hand, dash towards him. And this isn't the ceremonial dagger, because this is the refined dagger. But, or you could also use the ceremonial one if you wanted.
Yeah.
Both are very iconic to this character.
Alright, I assume the ceremonial and refined are probably the same stats. Give or take.
One has a +1 bonus because it's magical.
Okay.
That would be the ornate dagger, or the refined dagger.
Yeah.
Which you could use either.
Alright. I'll be using the like the ceremonial, like yeah, the refined dagger is the one that is the one
that was left to Jaxie from him.
Yeah, so that's the one I'm gonna be using.
Okay, so you use a refined dagger.
Yeah.
And you plunge it into him. And as you pull back, you see the blood spilling out of him. It sucks back in. And then at the start of his turn, he gets burned by the moonbeam. And you see him starting to try to regenerate. And you hear him. I never wanted this. I wanted to be the hero again. I am Aragorn. And you see him hit the ground and the moonbeam just starts to sizzle him away. He starts to burn with this radiant energy as the ceremonial dagger sunk into him.
And I'm like, and yet sadly you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Wow, that was poetic.
That was a good one.
It was good.
That was a good one. He hit him with the one-liner.
Uh-huh.
So as you see, Veraloxus fade away. You see the dark hair burn steadily into a soft white. You see the greenish black cloak fade into a whitish green color. And you see this man that is now shriveled up and punctured multiple times, especially still being pierced by the ceremonial dagger. This withered man, almost like a skeleton, that thin. He's almost like no energy left in his body. He lays there peacefully, back in the state that he longed to return to. And Aragorn, or Veraloxus, has been put to rest. And you guys are out of combat.
I'm like, so this must be Aragorn. So it seems like he really died a hero.
I was thinking more along the lines that liches get stitches.
Guess you're right.
Uh,
I love the music in the background right now. It's perfect for this too.
hero music.
You guys finished off Veraloxus here. And as you stand here before yourselves, each of your planeswalker amulets lights up blue, symbolizing that you can return home. So your job here is done.
Time to go see a buzzkill.
Yeah, before I planeswalk back, I want to search Veraloxus's dead body, see if there's anything of value.
That you can do. Easy enough. I'm going to give it to you. You have his spellbook that has all of his spells, including his Black Bolt.
Ooh. Well, I'm not spell-oriented, so whoever our spellcaster is that can make use of this. What I'd have it.
No one's a wizard. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. In that case, I don't know. I think it might make more sense to hold on to it and keep it safe, or keep it within our possession, because we may be able to use it in the future.
That's true. So, you guys collect the spell book. Veraloxus, as he lays there in his reverted form to Aragorn, you guys took the book. Eyes closed. You see a god ray pierce through the clouds, hitting the body. The body lifts up and gently floats back to the crypt, where it gets placed in and the crypt closes. And as the crypt is sliding closed, you just hear, "Thank you." The crypt closes, shut.
Okay.
And immediately the sky fills with a warmth light. High in the sky, just this radiant energy. And you hear a voice booming across the island. "Thank you, heroes." Which you would know is the turtle.
You're welcome there, Turtle Prime.
Roll out. So the world is yours to explore, free from danger.
Okay. Sweet.
I'm ready to go
We
back. You guys are.
Yeah, it's time to head back and talk to Commander Buzzkirk.
Okay. So all of you taking the planeswalking amulet and going back home to Spelljammer Hall?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
once
think
we
so.
secure Aragorn's body back to the grave where it belongs, we go back home.
Gotcha. Okay. So you guys secure
what
the
happened to
area.
the dagger?
You can still take it if you would like.
Take
The
it.
ceremonial dagger.
Take it. Keep it.
I think
Yeah, take it. Why not?
I'll keep
Yeah.
it.
You stole it. You should keep it.
Yeah. Like, I think I'll keep this.
As you guys are holding your planeswalker amulet, you close your eyes, as you always have, to return to your location. And as you fly back to essentially the astral sea, you just get teleported, but you take like a colorful wormhole as you're drifting off into this location. As you're flying there, you hear Veraloxus's voice. Or is it Aragorn? As he says, "Don't trust Aquarius. The 20 moons haven't been here all that long. It used to be one. But something's been going on with the Moonweaver. And as you guys land back in Spelljammer Hall, Commander Buzzkirk's like, "Oh! I can't believe you made it! That was insane! How did you guys do?"
Well, I think we made out pretty well.
"You definitely look it. You look like you've been eating your protein."
Yep. One protein shake in the morning, one in the evening.
Thorin came in and helped us save the day.
As I knew he would. That's why I sent him. Sorry he was a little delayed. I was trying to get him there as quick as I could, but, you know, me and the little boy's room are becoming very familiar in my old age.
Thanks for the warning.
Don't look forward to it. It's not great. As for your reward, though, I was told by Captain Elijah that you all should accompany him on his next endeavor to the storehouse. It's not too far away. You can get your feet wet with the sort of spell-jamming helm, per se, and get your sailing experience in the Astral Sea. And once you return, I can hook you up with Big Willie and get your own ship. How would you like that?
Hell yeah, that sounds awesome.
Sounds good to me.
I'm down with that.
Of course, each of you, while you are working with Captain Elijah, you can study and practice under your own sort of fields of expertise when it comes to being on part of the crew. And then when you have your own helm, you can take off like you know what you're doing. And it's great, because you'll be doing us also a service, as you have proved yourself so successful and so amazing, honestly. I am very shocked that these newbies of you all, this new crew, what do you call yourselves? You look like you would raid people for mattresses.
Right,
If you guys,
We are the mattress tag enforcers.
the mattress tag enforcers, if you guys continue on what you're doing with your spelljamming helm, I can show you how to get to other planes of existences all throughout the Astral Sea. Because our world is like one big map that has portals that takes you to other planes of existences depending on where you are. But your amulet that you are wearing, that will always take you back here. And if you take your spelljamming helm to, let's say, the portal to, I don't know, Mechanus for whatever reason, then once you return, you will appear on your spelljamming helm right outside the portal to Mechanus. There's plenty of other places that you could go to. I mean, I've taken a trip or two to Limbo, and Najura's been to many material planes. So, your prerogative is your own. Of course, Shadowfell and the Feywilds, and goodness, so many. And if you get the chance, you have to go to the bar at the tavern at the edge of the universe. My favorite. Which Cordell, as he says this, you have been to the tavern at the edge of the universe before, where you had a prior run-in with a specific individual. But, very well. Good effort all, cadets. Thank you for your service, and I'm sure it will do you a great justice. So, onwards and upwards. I look forward to seeing and working more with you.
Likewise.
Thank you very much. I recommend getting some sleep. That was very exhausting, most likely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, as Commander Buzzkirk will tell you, why don't you go down and have some meads and ales and dinner for the night and settle into your rooms. Anything beats being in primitive society.
Yeah, I want some mead.
Have some mead. So, you guys step out of the office, head down to get mead and foods and whatnot. You all are settling in for the evening. You probably see Private Jacobson come over to you guys. It's just like, you gotta tell me what happened with your adventures this time. Like, it must have been awesome. And he's settling in with you guys and buying you beers and stuff like that. And there is an individual that will walk over towards you. He looks to be an elven kind of guy, like a high elf, like a very prissy kind of guy. He walks over to you, and he will say, "Hello there, we haven't made an acquaintance yet. I hear you've been doing some rather impressive things."
Well, it depends on what those things are that you've heard as to whether or not they would be impressive.
I heard that you all have stopped a Lich from becoming a Lich, or even something beyond that. I'm not sure. It's just rumors throughout this area. My name is Django Fressman.
Django Fressman. Well, Django, I am Cordell. And I've just got one question for you.
Yes.
Were we really good at what you heard that we did?
I hope so, because there's some tales that Jacobson has been telling me, and you all have plenty of stories to tell. Continuing, I assume.
Oh, I don't know. I've lived a pretty boring life. I don't know. I'm kind of interested to hear what you heard.
Well, it's not just here at Spelljammer Hall. You see, I am a bounty hunter that travels all throughout the Astral Sea. And I've heard tell of you all throughout the Astral Sea, even when I was in the tavern at the edge of the universe. Yeah, I heard interesting stories all over. And I've heard that you are very capable individuals. And I'll have to keep an eye out for that, because that might come in handy for something I need down the road.
Hmm. Tavern at the edge of the universe.
You are familiar, aren't you?
Hmm. Yeah, I've been there.
It's generally a faint and cozy place. It's hard to find, but when you do, they have some damn good drinks. I've only heard of one incident there, however, with a, oh god, mind flare or something of the sort. That's besides the point, though. If you need anything, or if you need something to die, I'm your man. Bounty Hunter Django.
Keep that in mind. Bounty Hunter Jing.
He'll also flash you his amulet to show you that he is a planeswalker for the guild. So he's a bounty hunter on multiple planes of existences.
Does it?
Okay.
Does his exude some sort of energy?
Yes. It seems to be like a rainbow color. Like it shifts in color, like a chromaticness to it. It changes from green to blue to red to purple to orange. Like it's just constantly shifting.
Would you say like it feels like magic based?
Well, everyone's planeswalker amulet is magical to some degree.
Yeah, but I'm guessing
'Cause it's-
like would that mean like he's Django Fed is Django Fresh then is a magic user?
It's more so tied to your race
Mm.
for your amulets.
Okay, I see.
So you might assume it is probably magical because he's a high elf or something else. But everyone's amulet is exuding some sort of energy or appearance based off of the wielder. So.
So before Django turns to leave, I'm going to ask him, I'm going to say, what exactly was the story that you heard at the tavern at the edge of the universe?
He'll say, do you want to take a walk with me real quick and I'll buy drinks?
Okay.
He'll say, 2 for the road. And you'll see the bartender, Bastion, provide you 2 stretchy-armed drinks as he starts to step outside with you.
Okay.
Something tells me, Cordell, that you were the one involved at the incident a while back with the... Was it a mind flare? No, it was 100% a mind flare. I was just playing it up.
Well, you've got good insights because I'm really not fond of any kind of Fred.
Yes, indeed. Well, you are also fairly well known in the business per se, so it makes sense I've heard about you.
How did I get to be well known in the business?
Not many people come from a wild space doing what we do, especially coming up here as a planeswalker afterwards. So, you're on par with some of the other people from what I've heard across the wild spacing. Not many people come from that area that aren't bandits, that aren't vampirates, that aren't beholders. There's plenty of things beyond scope out there.
I'm not actually from Wild Space. I've just spent a good bit of time in it.
You don't say.
I think you probably are like me. You were probably not originally from Wild Space. You've just spent a good bit of time there.
Well, you've definitely got that correct. I am not actually from the Astral Sea, as you might have guessed.
Yeah. I was kind of placing that, but I'm just a simple crewman looking for a job here and there, and the guild was kind enough to take me in. But you are right. I don't like mind flayers, or Reds as we called them on our boat.
Well, I can tell you about a big hit that is going to be going on soon, if you are interested. It involves a little bit of sailing.
Okay, I'm listening.
There's a big asteroid a little bit southeast of here. Once the storm fully clears up, you can head to the asteroid. It is a base for bandit activity. They have a mining facility on the inside of the asteroid. They employ dwarves and halflings and gnomes and other small entities to sort of crawl throughout the mines and dig for what they're looking for. A lot of slavers and bandits that operate inside the asteroid. Definitely something worth looking into, you know.
Okay. And I take it, based on this conversation, you have not looked into it?
I don't think I have a full crew capable of doing so, because I'm a more soloistic person.
Okay.
And I thought you'd be a little bit more heartstrung tugged because you have a smaller individual in your party.
Well, I do appreciate you keeping an eye out for us and passing the word along.
Not a problem. Not a problem, indeed, friend.
Indeed. Okay.
Well, I'm off for the evening. Enjoy your sort of dinner and a show. I'll catch you around.
Okay. You have a good one there, Jenga. We'll see each other again,
Thank you.
I'm sure. Thanks for
I'm
the
sure
tip.
we will. Not a problem. He heads back inside steadily. And Cordell, as you're standing outside, because you're the only one currently, and anyone that'd probably be looking outside the windows, you see this sort of hurricane of storm and wind that exists around your current scape of being here on the Spelljammer Hall, on this like little asteroid that you guys are currently living on. You see the storm fade and disappear. And surrounding the Spelljammer Hall is, instead of the windstorm, all you all can see currently is a asteroid field. It's kind of like a belt that exists around the Spelljammer Hall. And what he was telling you about with the asteroids is to the southeast of the belt.
Okay. To the southeast of the belt.
Because you have each of the elemental planes essentially around this beyond words. So, as you head back inside, I think Django would probably walk up to Garrett. And he'd crouch next to Garrett real low. He'd take a sniff at you.
I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you smelling me?
You smell like the mines.
Yeah, I was in mines before.
I was going to say he's going to gauge your reaction, but you just went out and said it. He's just like, I think there's something coming up for you soon then. He'll just smile.
And I'm like,
Bastion, a meat on me for him.
oh, thanks.
Have a good night. He walks
You do as well,
away.
Django.
And Private Jacobson's just sitting there. I hear we're going to be working on the boat together. This is going to be insane. I can teach you anything I know. A captain can teach you anything he knows. And it's going to be great. I'm so excited, guys. I haven't been able to meet new people in some time.
Oh yeah, man, I'm excited to explore.
This is good. We're gonna be making a store run to the to our storehouse, not too far away from here. We'll be flying our Spelljamming ship, get the goods, come back here. It'll be great. As soon as the storm clears up, and he looks outside, he's like, "The storm cleared up. Woo! We're gonna be leaving soon, guys. I can't wait for it. We get some rest. Maybe we'll meet in the morning. We can yeah, oh yeah. We're gonna go to the get store. We go sailing." He gets like super giddy and excited about it.
He sounds
We're
really
going sailing. He just smiles. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you all soon, hopefully. So, as you guys are left there sipping your meads and your ales and eating your foods and thinking about your future, this marks the end of the beginning and the beginning of the end. As when we pick up next time, we're going to sail some astral sea to the many planes of existences, to the many mysteriousnesses that exist within the astral sea, within Etheria, and within wild space. And there is much to explore out in the world.
Great.
So many supernatural phenomenons and pirates, bandits and thieves, slavers, and unnatural phenomenon. Things that you could dream on become reality in the astral sea.
So,
The dream space becomes reality.
so the big story now begins.
This is what planeswalking is.
Mhm.
Now you guys are planeswalkers and will have a boat.
Okay.
And you all are going to be able to do both.
Sweet.
So next session we will learn the in and outs of sailing and combat with the spelljamming ship, and it will hopefully improve over time because it's not going to be perfect at first. And we will be able to go to the different planes of existences and solve the problems there if you guys like. Because you all will be aware of all of the portals in this world as you continue on. And all of the other non-portals but mysteries that exist within this world. And we will go from there. So, thank you all for playing today. And we're going to have a little bonus that each of you is going to get for finishing off the Miniverse as we go into our next arc here